Is it letting me stream now? Oh, now I guess I'm live. I'm on. Okay. Let me get chat up. What a freaking... Well, it's just God. Nathaniel. What a nightmare that was. I'm still setting shit up. So I'm going to have to close it down a little bit. Morning. I don't know what happened. I mean, when I go to just YouTube Studio Live content and then I go live, I need to delete this one. Delete forever. Hopefully I'm still live. God, that was annoying. I don't know if everybody was getting like alerts that I was on, and I gotta just do this. Okay, and I'm getting an ad. Okay, I guess I'm live. I'm gonna put you on a countdown real quick. Morning, Nicholas. Alert. I'm sure you kept getting alerts because I just couldn't get on. I mean, it was, and it even right now, it's still giving me errors for some reason. And I don't know why. But I am going to put you on a brief pause, some quiet music for your enjoyment.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow.
Okay. I don't know what the hell was happening, but the Qs have suddenly turned around. Palantir is up. Apple is up. Amazon is up. Oh, boy. And I don't know why this chair keeps going down. Man, that's annoying. Okay, hold on. We got to adjust the camera. Oh, that's not good. There we go. It's now on AI tracking, so it'll track my face. I got green on. Happy Valentine's Day. Whatever it is. St. Patrick's. For some reason, the whole setup is just wrong. I got my to-do. I got my Monday list. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna do. Hold on. Let's do this. There's an A+ scanner that I just set up. Let's see. That I set up on Friday and sent out. There we go. No, that's the 5-minute one. There we go. There's the daily one. Let's scan. Oh. So here's what we'll do. We'll go into the strategy tester. We'll do the 4-hour. And then I'm going to scan here for this A plus setup. Daily SPOX A plus setup. There we go. So it's not in the 4-hour. It's just an A plus kind of setup. And then this is what you want to do. So we're looking at AMD, Albemarle with a 4-hour entry. Ha boo boo. IRM, Iron Mountain Incorporated. Not one I would want to take. DHR, that might get back to the 200. BDX, nice gap up there. It was Becton Dickinson. WST, West Pharmaceuticals. Interesting. Axon is one that the death cross is coming, but boy, that doesn't spend a lot of time under that 4-hour, under that 200-day. So, and they just had earnings, and it'll be back up to 681. Leidos Holdings, PPG Industries, FIS, Fidelity National Services, gap down on earnings, looks like might come back. Don't know anything about it. Tech, URI, which is United Rentals. This one has been, this just took off, and then we've seen that pullback since mid-December. Haven't even hit that one yet. TT, Train Technologies. WAB, Westinghouse Air Brakes. Nothing, there's a lot of these that have gaps up above. Interesting enough. GoDaddy, which has been can you fight that? I don't know. You get 178, and then you got this one, nice little gap up there. ETN, Eaton Corporation. FANG, Diamondback Energy. CE, which is Celanese Corporation. PWR, Quanta Services. This is really meant for, hey, if you want to find an opportunity to trade, this one might actually enter that gap to 86 from 69. Skyworks. They had that gap down on earnings, but God, this one has been just beaten down. That support at 62. That's long-term support right there. You throw this in at about, let's throw it in right there at 62. Look at that. That goes back to 2016. UNH, United Healthcare, which I've said, it'll go back to 500. And MLN, Martin Marietta Materials. So there's a good look at, how to use some of these tools. Trendspider is such a good tool. Yeah, it was Friday. I sent it out, Patty, in the newsletter. And I know people can't look at it every day, but it was this one. Oh, I'm sorry about that noise. It's down here. And it was at the end. Yeah. So this is my A plus setup to enter a trade, what the fundamentals tell you, what everything that you needed to know, and then a couple of them. And then today it's even better. It's just got more because Friday was just such a good day. Don't get used to it. But let's look at, that's an interesting one. We're going to open with Google Chrome. White House deploying Oracle deal. I still think Broadcom is your best bet, holding right above Pelosi's buy price. I still think that one is probably the best. If you want a chip company. I love AppLovin and the trading desk. And the trading desk, it's just, you can't find support. You can't find anything. We'll take a look at that one and see where that one is. Keep an eye on big movers on days like Friday. That's always interesting. What can we expect from the Fed? You know, how to play the Fed. It is on Wednesday. The meeting's tomorrow, and I wanted to turn on the TPC playoff. Bulls versus Bears, NVIDIA. I mean, NVIDIA's got a big week right now. We've got a GTC meeting on Tuesday, and then you have their Quantum Day. So here's the preview of GCC. We might hear some stuff about Blackwell. Again, that's a huge transition. And what will happen to payment stocks? I mean, this is Visa, MasterCard. So just look back at the last recession, which was the housing crisis. This is Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary. And what does Seeking Alpha think about it? We'll go over that. The Qs we're going to go over. The go, no go for the first time has snapped. It says no, don't go, no go. This is the scanner, you know, looking for a relief bounce. Import this scanner into Trendspider. 4 scanners, additional scanners that you can import into Trendspider. So, and this from Steve Kress is a masterclass exploring Alpha Picks laggards. I mean, this is a masterclass in just how do you look at ones that haven't worked out, but you want to hold on to. That's it. And this is a great one. This is 10% or more in a year, not a pullback, but he's right. Things have to go incredibly bad to the end of the year down here. So, I mean, that's a great clip from the compound. These are, if you invested $5,000, here's how long it would have taken to hit $1 million. That's a great, I mean, that's just, hey, would you think this chart, we're going to go over that. And just, you know, this is me. Never selling. You're down 95%. I mean, that's just me. So, yeah. Larry. Yeah, Okta's a good company. Nicholas, I like Okta, but Okta's a alpha pick. I own it for alpha pick. So I will buy it and sell it when they tell me to. But Okta's, you know, for me, I mean, look at a weekly. Go and look at a weekly. I mean, it's got to turn the 200-day into support. Right now it's resistance. So I don't know if it's running out of steam, but I own it for alpha picks. So it's hard for me to say, you know, hey, buy it or sell it. It's just, it is what it is because I own it for alpha picks. And I will continue to own it for alpha picks. I actually think it's a good company. So, but yeah, those are the things that we're going to go over. Morning, Miguel. Morning, Wendy. Morning, Jacob. Okay. It's I got started late because of the damn software. First, my TV. We had power outages here in Atlanta on Saturday night from the storms. Maya, can you help me? I just got a blanket delivered to me for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to hit yeah, Nicholas, when you're looking at daily, when you're looking at shorter term, in this particular market, I would always go up to a weekly, to a monthly chart. If that's the way you want to look at, you know, support, resistance, where's it going? I would always move up in your time frame just because, I mean, Lord, you can be taken down by a tweet. I mean, the market literally is in a tweet. It's going to be a frenzy. I mean, honest to God. Well, I'll go into it in the podcast. Let's do this. Okay. Good morning. It is Monday, March 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day. I am Irish. This is not naturally blonde hair. I am wearing green. So we've got, hopefully we see green in the market today. I don't know if we will. The futures have been playing around a little bit. Here's the chart. I mean, this is the way to take emotion out of this market is to look at the chart. And I will say, this is a great clip, by the way. You're down 95%. This is me. I am a perma bull. I will hold on to things for a very long time if I believe in the story. I go over this all the time. Elevator pitches. Okay? I believe in the market. Yes, we're down, 10, 12% from all-time highs? From all-time highs. And I was just going over it on the charts. When you're in doubt about a position, go to a weekly, go to a monthly chart. But this is absolutely me. You can laugh at Johnny Depp here. You're down. Have you ever considered selling? No. I mean, that's me with Apple. Okay? It's very simple. Now, let me show you a chart, okay? I want to show you a chart, and I want to show you this one. Would you think that this chart has bottomed and you would buy it on the way up now? Is that one you would actually chase? Would it turn this into support, that line? Because the interesting thing is, I blacked this out. You'll see it. I blacked out what it actually was. It's the inverse S&P. That is the S&P upside down. That is the daily chart of the S&P going back to September 2023, upside down. Okay? That means if you would have bought this one on the way, we haven't hit bottom. If you would have bought this and said, up here to 500, that may be where we're going. So first off, I'm going to look at the Qs, but the point about flipping that on its side is if you just inverse a lot of this stuff, it's not done going down. Let's zoom out right now on QQQ. Okay, where's the first level of support? I've identified it as 448. Doesn't mean that that's where we're going. I just think that that's a clear level of support. Where are you trading right now? 480. That is 10%, 15% down, whatever it is. I don't think we're done going down. And so Friday's rally was great. Have a watch list of stocks on Friday. Okay, on Friday, I sent out a newsletter. We'll go over to the newsletter. I sent out a newsletter. And I'm going to have to mute this real quick. Okay, there we go. And I included a scan, okay? A scan of A+ setups in the newsletter at the bottom for anybody with Trendspider. And I go over exactly what that scan does, okay? You can find stocks. I just went over. I used the scan, okay? We can look at any of the bullish stocks. I've got a bunch of scans for you in this one. 6-candle bullish roll spider scan. We can look at this. CDNS, MicroStrategy, ironically. MicroStrategy is one. NVDA is one. Entrance in the 4-hour algorithm. Again, have a plan of attack. The plan of attack that I have is using Trendspider. I take emotions out of this market. Do I want to be out of the market? No. I just went over. I'm the guy that buys and holds. I am the guy that buys and holds. And here you go. If there isn't a more clear message, if you invested $5,000, here's how long it would have taken to hit $1 million today. Bitcoin, 9 years. Okay, if you invested $5,000 9 years ago, you'd have $1 million today. NVIDIA, 10 years ago. If you invested $5,000 10 years ago, you'd have $1 million today. Tesla, 14 years ago. Netflix, 16 years ago. Apple, 20 years ago. It's 2025. That's 2005. When did you start investing? That was about when I started investing in Apple. And yes, I've got over $1 million in Apple. Significantly more. We've got Amazon, 20 years, same thing. I invested in Amazon at that time. I bought and sold. I do not have $1 million in Amazon today. Starbucks, 32 years. Microsoft, 33 years. Costco, 35 years. Timing your stocks isn't about, oh my God, I'm going to buy and sell. It's about picking winners. And do we all pick winners? No. But you've got to have your watch list available. QQQ is one of the best ways to invest in most of those companies. And so if you just buy and hold QQQ and add to it during certain periods, you'll be better off. Now, the 4-hour algorithm. Okay, let me talk about this because I got a couple of emails this weekend. It might be a little bit confusing for people. You have to back test a strategy. Anything with technicals. Say you want to trade on the 200-day, back test it. Okay, say you want to trade on the 50-day, back test it. Say you want to trade on the 8 and 21 days, crossovers, back test it. And this is back tested, okay? When I say back tested, see those white entries and see those red and green exits? Those are back testing. So when you see this performance chart and it says 59.7% versus 60.6%, it means that over 24 months, I only go back 2 years. Okay, if you go back more than 2 years, the performance chart of the 4-hour algorithm starts to not do as well as buy and hold, because buy and hold is a strategy. Okay, but you have to know when to get in, because you don't want to buy up here at 550 at all-time highs. Look, it doesn't get you in at 550 at all-time highs. Got you in at 525, got you in at 519. Does that hurt? Yes. But long term, when you zoom out, does it hurt? Not as long as you continue this trend. So the 4-hour algorithm, while it's great to trade on many stocks like MicroStrategy, like Tesla, you can simply trade it for things like QQQ or ones that you want to buy and hold. I use it as an entry. But make sure you understand the 4-hour algorithm. It's not about understanding, oh my God, I've just got to buy and sell at the times when it tells me. No, understand when you get Trendspider, understand the formula. Go and research. It's based on a MACD. You get the entire formula. Scroll down. Okay, scroll down there to the bottom. You'll get the formula. So what I want you to do is I want you to go over to my link tree, linktr.ee/dailystockpick, and go to Trendspider. Now, you only get the 4-hour algorithm when you sign up for a yearly plan, an annual plan. The reason is I don't think you can learn this in 2 weeks, okay? The software is too extensive. I gear people towards the advanced. It's $25 for a 2-week trial, okay? You get up to 52 training sessions per year when you sign up for this. You can take a training session during the 14 days that you try it out. So for $25, you can try out Trendspider with any one of the strategies that they provide. Any of the scanners that I'm going to give you today, you can import them into your system. Try it out today. And if you don't want to do the advanced, go and spend $10. It's 14 days. This is on for 15 more hours. Try the 2-week trial. Okay, you do get up to 50% off on your first invoice when you sign up for the yearly plan. But I want you to go and understand what the 4-hour algorithm says, because QQQ has a buy at 478. Am I buying? You bet I'm buying. We're at 480. Do I think we're going down? Absolutely, I think we're going down. But I'm trying to take emotion out of my trading. Will I sell QQQ? I've got a base of QQQ that's 5-10 years old. So if I need money and I need money to trade, I can sell those. And if you take a look at a weekly and we go back to 2020, when I really started putting into QQQ because I saw it dip here during COVID, you're at 190. So I'm going to sell a bunch at 190 and then rebuy today. I will pay my 15% long-term capital gains, and I will rebuy today at 478. I want long-term capital gains. In a retirement account, I might trade a little bit more often on something with volatility that goes from 535 to 478. I might sell when the algorithm tells me to get out and we cross the 200-day. Again, take emotions out of this. But do I believe that we are going higher? Absolutely. I believe that we get to all-time highs back again. Just understand it. Now, this is the best. This is 10% or more in a year, not a pullback. Things have to go. This is one of the podcast episodes of The Compound. Listen to it. It's like a minute. Things have to go incredibly wrong for us to end the year 10% down. Incredibly wrong. And this is the same guy who said, by the way, the number one thing that he'd be worried about during this year is the bond rate at 3%. So I just point this out because I don't think that Friday is the start of a new rally. It very well could be, but we're going to go over some of that. But there's too much noise in the market with tariffs and the administration saying we haven't pulled back enough. They're literally telling you. Now, Alpha Picks, which, I got questioned about Okta. Is Okta a great bot? Well, Okta is an Alpha Pick. Alpha Picks, subscriber mailback, exploring Alpha Picks laggards. This is Steve Kress going over. The Alpha Picks portfolio has faced significant challenges in 2025. We've gone over it. It has gone down. Since 2010, after 15% pullback, Seeking Alpha quant buys surged 117%. Subscribers have asked us to explore some of the portfolio's biggest losers to understand what is driving their outsized underperformance. While some stocks have suffered from news-driven events, the trend is clear. Investor sentiment has exacerbated losses from negative headlines. Alpha Picks is not a model that attempts to time the market. Instead, it focuses on stocks with strong fundamentals, as those stocks are most likely to lead to recovery. And they go over everything in this. Everything. Some of these underperformers and why they're underperformers. Okay? Again, this is fantastic. Credo, which is the number one. They go over why it's underperforming and why you still want to hold it, to be perfectly honest. So, if you want to read this, okay, get the bundle. Go over to Linktree. It is the third link right here. Seeking Alpha Premium and the Alpha Picks bundle. You save $159 off of your subscription when you use that link. It is a fantastic portfolio, and yes, it's down. But when you look at the actual performance over its time, 129% versus 49% during the S&P, if you had gotten in at that time, if you got in the last 6 months, you're down. But I have no doubt in my mind that over the long term, these stocks will outperform just like they have. Again, they go over why. And if sentiment, we talk about it all the time. If you go to Seeking Alpha and you pull up any stock, I will pull up Apple. Okay, there are 5 criteria: valuation, growth, profitability, momentum, and revisions. That momentum, look at Apple. Apple's valuation and growth are horrible, but the market is pulling it because of the momentum. 3-month performance, it's down 13%. But 1 year, you're up 23%. So again, this is a masterclass in elevator pitches, this article. So I want you to go over that. Now, what else do I want you to do? Again, there are 4 scans here. Relative performance above 95. That means relative performance is not the relative strength index. It's not RSI. It's the performance against the rest of the S&P 500. And if these stocks are holding up, you want to know them. Import this into your system, okay? Relative performance less than 5. These are the weakest names. Includes Target and First Solar and Teradyne. Okay, relative performance 80 cross. This scans and finds name beginning to outperform. Relative performance 20 cross. This finds names that are starting to underperform and break down. JB Hunt, Nike. Okay, you can try these scans out and get the one that I included. On Trendspider, when you just get a two-week trial and you can get your first training with those guys. No matter which platform you take, advanced, enhanced, premium, or standard, you can get a 1 trial training during the 14 days. So for $10, you get an expert showing you how to use Trendspider. Okay? That is great. Go and try it. Go and try it. Here's another one. Are you looking for a relief bounce? This scan spots falling wedges, breakouts in seconds, helping you build your watch list. DM, AG, GTN. Go and look at those. Okay? And there's 85 more, including Wolf, Tech, COP. The one that I brought up on Friday that I created, that's an A+ setup. COP, which is ConocoPhillips, had a buy. And when did it have a buy in the 4-hour algorithm? At $93. Where are you trading right now? $98. In a down market, that's a pretty good gain. And it's energy. So go and get your 2-week trial. Now, after more than 2 years, this bullish setup in QQQ has finally snapped. This is the go, no-go indicator, okay? When you see blue, when you see that kind of stuff, when you see purple, it means go. When you see orange, danger. Danger. And QQQ is one of those where the 4-hour algorithm just got you in. What's stronger, the 4-hour algorithm or the go, no-go? I don't know. But it's clear. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Sunday he's not worried at all about recent sell-offs. And I'll include the clip in the newsletter. The clip is astounding. Corrections are healthy. They're normal. What's not healthy is straight up. We wouldn't have had problems in 08 if you had somebody pull back the brakes in 06 and 07. It's clear. Remember, the 10% is nothing for this market because we're up so much. So go read about it, because I don't think they're done breaking down this economy. Okay, what will happen to payment stocks in a recession? Bernstein took a look at it. This is Visa, MasterCard, FIS, FI, GPN, PayPal, XYZ, Toast. XYZ, by the way, is Square or Block, whichever one you want. But again, that is great. Now, if you want to look at some of these stocks here, we can go and look at Visa. I mean, Visa is just one of those ones. It said it held up really well. Look, that's not down as much as the rest of the market. You've gone from 358 to 331. MACD looks like it's going to cross up. RSI at 34. We go and look at a weekly on this one. It's still stretched. Could it go down more? Absolutely. So, one more thing about Trendspider before I get off on this, just understand. You can get, there are plenty of things in Trendspider. There's insider trades. There's market maps, which you can set up for your own portfolio. There's the AI strategy lab, which uses AI to build out strategies. There's the market scanner, which I just told you. There's variance testers who say you want to do an 821 cross. If you go and look at, and you say, okay, I'm going to look at this on the daily, and then all of a sudden it performs better on a 5-minute chart, the variance tester will tell you that. Seasonality data. We can go and look at Apple. You know, Apple is one that I showed you last week that seasonally, last year, it did the same damn thing. And if we look at the weeks of the year and we just go back to 2006, 19 years, we're in some of these periods right here where it's some of the strongest ones. And then you get to the best week of the year, which is the 17th week. But then you get into weakness. And then as you enter into WWDC, you get into some weakness now. Is it sell the news? Last year, it was buy the hype, sell the news. You get fundamental data with PE and all of that stuff you can put in. Custom indicators and your unusual options, everything. All of this in a customizable dashboard to start your day with. Okay, I don't have my dashboard set, but you can start your day with a dashboard. It is great. Okay, and again, you can scan all those stocks. Now, we got a lot coming up this week. A lot. This is the week of NVIDIA GTC preview. Okay, Jensen Huang's going to be the keynote address tomorrow. And while the stock has dropped sharply in recent weeks, investors' interest is likely to remain in the stratosphere given the hype surrounding the artificial intelligence. So I'm no expert on this. I'm no expert. But you know who is the expert? It's Wall Street. Have they brought their price target down? No. No. The stock is at 106, okay, just last week. And it's at 115 now. It's become a rebound. Now, it's a hold in the quant, but it has been a hold in the quant for a very long time. Okay? But the growth, A+. Profitability, A+. You know, you can pull up this and analyze with AI, and it pulls up an analyst report for you that was generated on or before 317. That's today. Okay, valuation is notably high with its price to book ratio at 38, vastly surpassing the sector median 3. However, its PEG ratio is 0.82. And that's what you have to know. PEG is price to earnings and growth. And that's a key symbol. Growth demonstrates exceptional growth with a forward revenue growth of 61%, far exceeding the sector at 7%. I like this stock. I like it. And on the 4-hour algorithm, let's take a look. It got you in at 116. Where are you trading right now? 123. I like this stock. The 4-hour algorithm makes you 326%. Look at the back-tested results. Over 24 months, 21 positions. Buy and hold would have made you 406. Okay? We're seeing a clear channel form right here, all the way since June of last year. So it hasn't paid to buy and hold since June of last year, so you might as well trade it in the 4-hour algorithm. It wins 62% of the time. 62. There's 21 positions over the last 2 years. So it's not like you're in and out. Now, if you want to know on tomorrow, we're going to find out about Blackwell. Positive raised by analysts on Seeking Alpha. NVIDIA's Blackwell GPU is set to ramp up deliveries in 2025. We're going to find out about it. It's going to boost earnings and sales. Can this stock double? Absolutely not. Can it make you 15% in a down this week? Absolutely. Just understand, this stock has been a sell the news. It's been a buy the hype and sell the news. And this week, this is the event. So I don't know if it's a sell. But in my mind, I'm adding to this one when the 4-hour algorithm tells me. I've got a large enough position. Did I buy at 116? Full disclosure, no. I've got a large enough position in this stock. I am comfortable with my position. Am I selling it? Absolutely not. I will start to sell it when it gets back up here around 140. That's where I'm comfortable trimming. Okay, but I bought some at 136, 137. But I think my average purchase price is around 30 or 40. So I've got enough. So if you want to know, Seeking Alpha asks, what's next for quantum stocks? Because we have Quantum Day on Thursday. NVIDIA's Quantum Day is Thursday. And they say, what's next for the quantum stocks? And they go over Rigetti, D-Wave. They're up 4, 5, 15%. Qubit is up 19%. It was up 29% on Friday. So you can put these, QUBT. Let's go and look at QUBT. Some of these quantum stocks, they're soaring. Where'd the 4-hour algorithm get you in? Right here at about 472. Where are you today? 708. You've almost doubled. Where are you in pre-market? 851. And you bought here at 484. You've doubled. And that's 5 days. 5 days. Okay? Quantum stocks. What's next for quantum? Go and read what the Seeking Alpha analysts think of quantum stocks. You can go read it. They're soaring. Friday, I brought up a quantum ETF. Bulls or bears? Is NVIDIA stock a buy ahead of GTC? Again, GTC is tomorrow. The bulls say it and the bears say it. Go and get the analysis. Okay? If you don't know it, buy Seeking Alpha. Buy the Alpha Picks. You can get $30 off Seeking Alpha, by the way. If you don't want Alpha Picks, just go over here to Linktree, get $30 off and a free 7-day trial. You can go read these articles, all these articles for 7 days. Okay? And here, the March Fed meeting. Wednesday, you have Tuesday, you have the GTC from NVIDIA. Tuesday, you also have the Fed meeting, but you have the decision on Wednesday. And I asked Perplexity, I said, is the Fed expected to lower rates this week at the March meeting? And Perplexity said the Federal Reserve is widely expected to hold interest rates steady at its upcoming March 18th, 19th meeting, maintaining the current range of 4.25 to 4.5%. Analysts market and the market tools like the CME Fed Watch indicate a very low probability of a rate cut this week with potential cuts. That could set this market on fire if they decide to cut. It is priced in that we're going to get a couple of cuts this summer, not this week. So the March Fed meeting and how to play it, Alan Longbond goes over it. Okay, he goes over it. So you can keep an eye on all that stuff. Now, it's important while you're in this market to find trending stocks. Okay, there's a couple that I love. Keep an eye on this list. One that I love, AppLovin. AppLovin, this was up 7% on Friday. It's up another 2%. Okay, it's a strong buy. This is one of those stocks that Steve Kress went over in the Seeking Alpha article. I think he did, but I read up a lot of it. The quant sees it as a strong buy. It's been a strong buy since 415. It's trading now at $300. Okay, we can go and look at the 4-hour algorithm at AppLovin. Let's see how the 4-hour algorithm performs. APP is the symbol. It got you in at 272. You're trading at 200. At 300. Okay, there's a gap up here to 374. The 4-hour algorithm over the past 2 years. Get ready for this one. And you can see it on your screen. 1,895%. It wins 74% of the freaking time. Okay, 19 positions over the last 2 years, and you have 1,895%. I don't care that buy and hold has made you 2,081%. See how it got you out with a nice 14% gain right there? Again, the 4-hour algorithm for me takes emotions out of it. I own this one based on alpha picks. So I'm looking to buy and hold and to add to my position. I am going to add to my position. I didn't have an alert on this one. I needed to. When you take a look at a weekly, it is still stretched, but your RSI is at 50 and the fundamentals are still good. Analyze with AI. You can go and take a look at this. You know, the competitors are Meta, Alphabet, and Unity because it's all advertising. The valuation is challenging with EV sales and price to book. It's a C-. Its PEG ratio is 0.17. That is even lower because the growth is so much more explosive than NVIDIA. And this stock doesn't have a $3 trillion market cap. It right now has a market cap of $99 billion. It's not even close to $1 trillion. So I like this one. Want to know what else I like? The trading desk. Now this is a joke chart. Buyers are trying to find trend line support on this one. It's down 60% in just 4 weeks. Let's take this and let's look at the first chart, okay? The 4-hour algorithm does not work on this one. It does not work, okay? Right now, you are looking at this one, the $75 buy right there. Should have you out, doesn't have you out, should have you out. There's something wrong with the 4-hour algorithm. So what I'd want to do is find a strategy that actually works. Let's take a look at maybe the 821 on the daily. Let's take a look. Maybe this one works. It does beat buy and hold, you know, minus 6% versus a minus 25% over the last 2 years. Again, it's 4 years. 4 years. So over 4 years, you've lost 25% in this stock. Now, maybe the 65-minute works a little bit better. The 65-minute, it loses you 38% over the last 8 months. So it doesn't work. Why? Well, the stock is just kind of negative. Again, it's been negative on the long term. And that $64 that was providing some support back here in January or so hasn't provided support. At some point in time, this becomes a buy. This stock is very, very good. Again, risk of performing badly. The quant has it as sell. Valuation's a D. I like this one, but I don't like it right now. I am not buying into this one, but I like the actual business that it's in. So this can keep you out. You know, Wall Street says this one's a buy. They have a $111 price target on this. You better damn well believe they have brought their price down. But it's still $111. There is nothing fundamentally good about this stock, but it's a great story. And while it's down that much, it may seem great, 60% in just 1 month. So if you're over leveraged on this position, that's not good. That's not good at all. You know what is good? Broadcom. Okay? And Nancy Pelosi, you can see it right here. Nancy Pelosi bought right there at about 170. Where are you trading on Broadcom right now? Not too far above that. This is the other chip company that I love, as well as NVIDIA. And the reason is because everybody that does custom chips uses Broadcom. And we're talking Apple. We're talking Amazon. We're talking Meta. I believe they do. I think Amazon uses Credo. Now, this one right here, 189.50. Where are you trading right now? At 187. It's down 4%. Would I be buying? Absolutely. If I did not have a full position in this one, I'd be buying. I told you before, I bought this in March of last year. I am looking for long-term capital gains. I will sell over $200. I will not sell this stock under $200. But that 184 provides a nice support. And that 187, is it a buy? Look, the MACD is still high up there. It is still super, super high. You can see the 3 positions I bought in, all on dips. Now the RSI is at 48. It's not overbought here, but heading into the NVIDIA week, this one may just be brought down because of NVIDIA. Sell the news. But I like this one. And again, in Trendspider, they highlight the Nancy Pelosi buy right here because again, with Trendspider, it's everything that you need in one tool. I like it. Nancy Pelosi bought there. I will buy more. I will sell at a 15% gain when I get up to the $200 per share. But I will buy more here at 184 probably today. You know, 188 is where it's trading right now. It's already started to go up. Let's see. It's 926. So we can turn on the pre-market right here. You can see it just, we must have gotten something at 8:30 because shit just, took a dump. Something happened. I don't know. Maybe it's something, but yeah, I like Broadcom. Now, another one that I like is this White House one. The White House is looking closely at Oracle. If you don't think that there's some insider stuff, remember Larry Ellison was at the, what was that, Stargate? That big thing with Oracle? He's in the White House. He's been, contributing. He's at Mar-a-Lago on the weekends. And Oracle is a hold in the quant. The valuation stretched. The growth stretched. But I like this one. Now, if you don't think that this one is going to come back, Wall Street says that it's worth $185. Have they brought it down a little bit? Not too much. From 194 down to 187. Not too much. Because if these guys do get TikTok, that's a big win. And so that's going to add to it. 4-hour algorithm got you in at 148 just now. The 4-hour algorithm, look down there. The performance, 84%, 22 positions over 24 months versus buy and hold at 70%. Should you buy here? The weekly, it's not as stretched, but you can see that 173 mark right there. 184 is the Wall Street price target. At 173 provides a nice muddled area where you could take profits if you want. Now, I would say right here down at the volume weighted average price at about 135, that's where you want to put your stop loss if you want to do that. If that's your thing. My thing isn't the stop loss. But again, take a look at this. So there are plenty of opportunities in this market. It will be choppy. The VIX, let's see. The VIX is at 21. It's at 21. If we just look at one day of the VIX, you can see it's sliding. We might have an up market today. It's been coming down. The 5-day one, it's been coming down. It wants to live at 20. But again, there is a lot of uncertainty in this market. And when you take a look at the 10-year bond rate, the 10-year is at 4.29. That should be at 4.5. So as we get to 3%, it becomes a problem. And that's what the Trump administration wants. They want the 10-year and the 20-year at 3%. They want to refinance the debt. And so in order to do that, they've got to crash the market. And they're not worried about the market because, again, they're not worried about the investor. They're not worried about rich people. They are trying to do things for the everyday person. They are trying to bring interest rates down so that they can spur the housing market. And that's when you're going to see the market go up. So what am I doing? Absolutely freaking nothing. I am adding to some positions, but I'm not going balls deep on stuff. I'm adding to good companies with good products, with good profits and good management. That includes AppLovin. That includes QQQ. That includes NVIDIA, if I didn't have a full position in that one. And yes, my average purchase price on NVIDIA is fantastic. But again, you have to understand, managing your own portfolio comes with risk. It comes with understanding what you own and not asking anybody about it. If you want to ask somebody, ask Perplexity, ask an AI agent. They are so good. They are so good these days about just ask your question and it will come up with an answer. And Perplexity is my personal favorite, but I just watched something on Google, on Google AI, about how this guy had literally a conversation about how to edit in video. He had never used Adobe, Premiere Cut Pro, Premiere, I guess, Adobe Premiere. And he asked it how to do it, and it used his screen, and Google guided him through editing a video. So AI is really good. Start using it. And I'm seeing, as the market opens up right now, I'm seeing green. The Q's up 0.04. It's kind of flat. You know, Tesla's down 3%. Shopify's up. Let's see, in the core portfolio, Netflix is up with a recent upgrade to $1,000. That's at $939. Algorithm got you in at $896. There's a gap up here to $983. You're trading at $940. Get a couple of points. Start adding to the position. It's a good company. I'm seeing IBIT is down 2%. That's Bitcoin. Algorithm got you in at 48. You're trading at 47.19. If you haven't started your IBIT position, start an IBIT position. Goldman Sachs, this is a $600 stock. Algorithm got you in today at 541. Okay, Dell is up 1.61%. I have no idea why. That's a $120 stock. Okay, Apple's up slightly. Amazon's up slightly. Amazon is at 198. This is a $250 stock. That is a fantastic, at 30% growth, and you're telling me I can buy it this cheap? That is cheap. And when I say cheap, go and research what cheap is. Go and look at the PE. Go and look at it historically where Amazon has traded with the PE. I'm not going to show you. Go and research it. And if you don't have the tools to research it, then you need Seeking Alpha, because that can do it. Okay, you need Trendspider, because that can do it. Go and figure out the tools. Don't ask somebody about the tools. Go and ask AI, what tool can I use to go and find this? It will guide you to websites. So again, understand what you have in your portfolio. Manage your portfolio effectively. Do not get out, because again, I point to this one, this particular one, some buy and hold options. This is a story of what you want to do. You want to find good companies that you can buy and hold. Now, is Bitcoin a good one? I think it is. I still think that's a great opportunity. Is NVIDIA a good one? Yes. Will it get you $1 million if you put $5,000 in today? No, because that company is already at $3 trillion. It's one of the top three market cap companies. The only way they could do that is to buy back a ton of stock and also increase their revenues. Do I think it's possible? No. Tesla, they have an opportunity to actually continue to do it with robotics. Netflix, I think you don't have an opportunity to actually make $1 million over the next 16 years in Netflix. Could be, but I don't think they're going to keep it. Apple, that's a tough one. I mean, I don't think Apple will make $1 million in the next 20 years if you put $5,000 in today. Amazon, most likely it could, because they continue to grow, they continue to expand. Starbucks probably not, Microsoft probably not, and Costco probably not. But again, understand what the market cap is, understand what the opportunity is, understand what experts are saying about it. If you don't know about stocks, go and research it. Take a weekend and figure out what stocks are in your portfolio. I know it's Monday, but you should be doing this stuff on the weekends. Okay, that's it. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye. INTA and OPFI Akshat are top 2025 stocks. So INTA, it's still got great fundamentals. It's just on sale. I mean, INTA is still fundamentally, it's just on sale. Let's see, still a strong buy in the quant. The only thing is the valuation. So it's in the middle of its 52-week range. What's the other one? OPFI, great opportunity. Still strong buy in the quant. There is nothing wrong with this stock. The profitability is the only thing that kind of points out an issue. But, you know, you're down at the bottom of your 52-week range, so it's an opportunity. Yeah. That's what I've got cash, but I didn't get out. I just took, when we got to 52-week highs on some stock, and that's one of the things, I mean, again, my newsletter, go and get a 7-day free trial, because one of the most popular ones is when's to sell stocks. And this is like 12 tips on when you can sell stocks. And the number 1, MACD cross down. Number 2, RSI oversold. Number 3, 52-week all-time highs. IBM is a great example. Sell back here in 2014. New catalyst, news catalyst, button hooks I talk about. And then my weekly stock goes into his whole thing. Go and get the newsletter. Again, it's the one of the most popular ones on there. So, okay, I am going to go because I want to find out who won the, yeah, you can use it in the UK, Nicholas. Just make sure you have a computer with a good enough monitor. I mean, I use it on my MacBook and I'm fine. 14-inch, I think, is what I have. But it's good enough. In the UK stocks, you'd have to kind of, I mean, for $10 or whatever, how many pounds that is, go and try it out and see what, skip the coffee today, Nicholas. Skip the coffee for the next couple of days and go and try out Trendspider. So I've never used it in the UK, but I do have several people that listen to me that have signed up and use it in the UK. So, but Nicholas, the first thing I would tell you is understand, do not go and sign up for Trendspider thinking that you're going to learn charts all at once. Charting and technicals, you should be using a free tool in order to learn technicals first. And then when you get to Trendspider, it's just the training wheels are off. Yeah, Nicholas, it's good enough. I tell Trendspider I hate these 2-week trials because I don't think you can. I mean, shit. I can't go on a diet for 2 weeks and stick to it, and learn to diet for long term. I can't cut out soda for 2 weeks and then cut out soda for a year. You just can't learn it. So to me, it's just, it's hard. What's my notification? Oh. Yeah. This, I mean, just freaking, ugh. Oh, bet on real world events. I can now bet on the Super Bowl in my IRA. Okay, I'm out of here. I gotta go because I want to go see the Players Championship and I don't want it ruined. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.